Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, you did.
Ma'am, today I won't be able to switch on my video.
What happened?
Ma'am, like I am not well.
Okay. So let us start with our today's class, starting with first the mantra chanting. And I want ROS and SVM to switch on their videos. Rhythm, you can let it be. Okay. Siddhi, Mishika,
Ma'am, actually the internet is a little unstable, so can I keep the video off so that it does not fluctuate?
okay. Soumya, Ganika,
My internet is also unstable, and yesterday also my class was left earlier.
okay, okay. Vansh and SVM Dehradun.
Ma'am,
Okay. So let us start with the mantra chanting first. Harshita, we'll begin with the mantra chanting. Everybody, take off your spectacles if you have. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Your palms must be on your lap, facing towards the sky. SVM students, please follow it. Now, take a deep breath in and release. SVM students, take a deep breath in and release. One more time, take a deep breath in and release. Now we will chant mantra. Om Dev Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shantirapya Shantirushadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Om Shanti 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 Om. Now you can rub your palms and place it on your eyes. And you can open your eyes as and when you feel comfortable. Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar. So, guys, yesterday we talked about prepositions, which of course tells us about the location of any object. Okay. So we moved into detail about how to use at, in, and on, and we have briefly covered up other kind of prepositions. So I'm going to give you again a quick review of all of them so that you understand deeply how to use them. And then we will move towards a song today. It's a very popular song, but there is a twist. The song has got certain prepositions embedded in it. You have to listen to the song very clearly and attentively and try to fill in the blanks which are there with the prepositions. Okay, so level 1 will be understanding of preposition, level 2 will be the listening of the songs today. Okay, so here we go. Let me share the whiteboard with you. I hope it starts today. Yesterday it was really troublesome. Okay, great. We have a whiteboard here. We'll start with the new one. Right, my dear friends. So yesterday we bifurcated. Bifurcated means we have divided the prepositions into two parts. This is the word bifurcated. Bifurcate means to divide into two parts. We bifurcated the prepositions in the time prepositions and the place preposition. In time prepositions, we understood the use of at, in, and on. And we did phrases like at the end and in the end. We have also understood the importance of at and in with respect to the day and the night festival. So if it is a night festival, which prepositions do we use?
At.
Sorry, at. And for the day festivals, what do we use?
On.
On.
Very good. On. And if it is a year, which preposition do we use?
In.
In. Now we are going to talk about the place prepositions and also the movement prepositions. So one of them, and quite popular of them, is under and okay. Try and understand the meaning. Yesterday also we did that. So Rhythm, please mute yourself. You have to write them. Your notebook is not meant to be closed. It should have some notes on it. Put the date and put the heading. So when we are talking about under, that means a downward area or a location which is touched by an object. Okay. Say for example, if I have, this is the location. My hand is the location. For some examples, this is my hand. Okay. Now, here I have, everybody please notice, I have this pen here. Right now, on the surface, the pen is on my hand. Okay. The location is, this is the location and this is the object. Okay. Now, this is another thing. This is a register and I'm keeping it here. Now, the pen is already touching the surface and something above it is also there. So that means the pen is under the register. It's covering it. जो आपको shade में ढक दे या it gives you a dark not dark, basically it puts you at a downward level and your object is touching the surface, that is under. Okay, so this is, the pen is under the register. That is why we have some words like underwater plant. Why is it called as underwater plant? Because the plant is at the surface and the water is covering the plant. So whatever covers it will be called as underwater plant. Okay. And then we have underground parking. Why we say underground parking? Because your car is touching the surface and the area is the ground. So the ground is actually covering you. Okay, your car. So underground parking. Okay. So it's important that you cover the thing, the object, and the object should touch the surface. Also, please notice that whenever you are sitting and there is a tree, okay? So if we have this like a tree and you are here, the branches of the tree would of course come out and would give you a shade, right? So you are touching to the surface of the ground, and although the leaves are at a distance from you, but its shade is covering your head. So we always say that we are sitting under the tree, okay? Because you are at a downward position and the shade of the tree is covering your head. So you are under the tree, okay? So there is a logic behind under. Next is below. In below, we say the object is 90° downward. Okay. Now, how is it possible? So, for example, again, if this is the location and this is the object. Okay. Right now it is down here, 90° down here. Okay. So pen is below the register. Pen is below the register. Right? Now, third one, very similar to this, over and above.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, bache?
Ma'am, what is the difference between under and below?
Rhythm, good morning. We are doing the same thing and I've just told you, and definition is already written on the whiteboard.
Ma'am, but I'm not able to understand the below. I have understand the under one.
You have understood under one, but below you have not understood. So if my hand is parallelly going down 90°, I will say it is, my hand is below the register. Okay. Or say, for example, if there is a projector here, okay, if this is a projector, okay, I am directly under this. Okay. I'm directly under this, right? So I can say that I am sitting under the projector. Can I say that? Because if I'm not touching the floor, okay, so I will, sorry, if I'm touching the floor, I'll say I'm sitting just under the projector. But projector is, of course, is not giving you that much of bigger shade. So you can also say that I'm directly sitting below the projector. Instead of under the projector, you can also use I'm sitting directly below the projector. Okay. Here also, if there is light, I'm sitting below this light.
Ma'am, please give the sentence we will make with below is.
Okay. So the ground floor is below the first floor, 90° downwards. That can also be there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Over here also, if we can see, please look at this. This is the projector edge. And if we talk about this, okay, this switchboard, the switchboard is below the projector screen. So this is below. This is not under. It is not giving it a shade. It is directly down there, 90°. Okay. So this switchboard is below the projector screen. Right? So, Rhythm, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, over is just like under. Under may you need to touch the ground and there is a covering. Okay. Similarly, in over also, over is in the air. Okay. There is no touching to the ground. Over is in the air. Like if something goes by like this. Okay. The plane passes over my head. The plane passes over my head. So there is nothing here and nothing here. No surface touching. Okay. but just a shade that would come on my head. So the plane is over my head. It is suspended. Suspended matlab beech mein hi latka hona. It is suspended. This register is suspended. So this plane is over my head, and there has to be a movement which is not touching the surface and still covering you for a time. Okay. For example, bridge. Bridge is over the river. Okay. So we have a big or small bridge, whatever, but it is giving the shade to the river, right? And there is nothing above the bridge and below the bridge, right? It is just in open. So bridge is over the river, and the aeroplane is flying over my head. Okay, got the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
And when we talk about, also over has another meaning. Just again look at this. I need to have some prop with me. Okay. I'll see if I get the desired prop. It explains so well. Okay, so I have this a small image with me, okay, and I would put it on my hand. Right now it is on my hand, okay. Now there are two possibilities. If I take any piece of cloth, or say for example, if this is a piece of cloth, so I would put it here, okay. So I put a blanket or a piece of cloth over the idol. ऊपर से डाल दिया तो over the idol. Okay, so if this is a piece of cloth, I have put the blanket over the idol. Now the idol is again hidden. Okay. Another way of expressing it, the idol is under my hands. There are both the I have put the cloth over the idol, and now the idol is under my hands because it is touching the surface also. So whenever you are, covering someone with cloth, so I have put a cloth over you, okay, which is touching you, coming from upward sides and cover it, okay. The word over in it, remember.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Veda.
Ma'am, so in over, it will only cover by the cloth.
What else can you cover with a blanket also, sheet also, anything?
Okay, ma'am.
This is the second meaning. Okay. And if I cover my head with a hat, so the hat is over my head. Okay. The hat is over my head. And above, it is opposite to below, 90-degree upwards, directly upwards. Now this projector screen is above the switchboard. Okay. Yes, Siddhi.
Ma'am, I was having doubt. Like you said that in the over, it is to it means to cover, or like it is over in the air. So what if that it is not above, or it is not over?
Not
It is put
attached.
like
In
this.
over, in the first instance, it is not attached. In the second instance also, it is not attached. The object is not attached. So if I say this is an object, okay, it is here. It is not in contact. It is not in contact. So it is flying over. It is flying over my head. No contact. The object has no contact to the surface. Okay. Similarly, if I talk about this, okay, right, and I put something on it, okay, so my hand is over the pen. Right now also it is not attached. The object is not attached to the cloth. This is cloth, independent cloth. The pen is independent. Wherever it is lying, doesn't matter. But the cloth is over the pen. The pen is not attached right now. Oh, sorry, the cloth is not attached, right? But when I talk about second example, if I say that the pen is under my hand, Now the pen is attached to the floor. In this case, I will say pen has an attachment with the floor. But in over case, the cloth has no attachment to the pen. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
So 90-degree upwards also you have understood.
Yes, ma'am.
At 12 o'clock, the sun is just above your head. Okay, 90-degree up. These are the crucial and important prepositions which I wanted to make clear. And then we have few more which I'll be proceeding with in another 5 minutes, and then we will move to the song. We use the word, this is the fourth one, across. Across means on the opposite side of. Okay. The village is across the city. It is always a typo mistake. The village is across the city. That means city is at one end. Okay. This is the river. This is the river. Here is the city, and here is the village. So city here, village here, it is across the river, or village is across the city. So you have to cross the entire city to get to the village. But okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, so in this sentence that the institute is opposite to the mall, we will use the institute is across the mall.
yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Students are sitting across the teacher, opposite to the teacher, okay, or across the desk. Okay. Then we have among and between. Among is in the middle of many, right? Many things or many people. For example, he is the best singer among all the students. No, there is no typing mistake this time. He is the best singer among the all students, in the middle of many students. So many students are there who are being called for the audition, but he is the best in the middle of all the students. Okay. Then between is in the middle of any two. So he is better. Now, not best, he is better between the two, including him. Okay. If we are auditioning A and B, and if we say A is better, so we will say he is better between the two. In the middle of two. Then we have by and with. If we use by, we generally use hands, and with we use tools. How are we going to write with this? He is painting by hands. Deposit the check by hand. Okay. But he is painting with paintbrush, which is a tool. Okay. And deposit check with the new machine. Right. So that's the difference between by and with. Seventh is beside and besides. Beside means next to. He is sitting beside me on any side, on left or right side. Besides means in addition to or including the other person. So besides Ram, Sham is also taking part in singing competition. In addition to Ram, Sham is also taking part in singing competition. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, wait just 2 minutes. I am on the seventh one.
Okay, I'm waiting. SVM Dehradun, is it making sense to you people?
Yes, ma'am.
I think we are good to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Right. So here is the song that I'm going to play for you people. Can you see the song?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Let me first share the screen with you that what you are supposed to do. So here we have the unstoppable song and here are the blanks. Okay. You have to write down the answers in the blanks here. Okay. So as the song plays, you have to be very attentive and try filling up the blanks. Right? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Attentive to it. I'm playing the song right away.
Ma'am, we have to take a screenshot of that one, or you will show.
Let's listen.
I'll smile, but more it takes to fool this down. I'll do it till the sun goes down. And all through the night down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Get my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's now the right time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm moving you.
Ma'am, it is not audible anymore.
Yes, ma'am.